As you guys can probably guess, I'm doing a bulk of pre-filmed videos, so the life of a busy YouTuber. Same hair, same outfit, but I am here to do my full-length review of Can't Help Falling by Kira Isaac. So today I'm going to be doing my full-length review of Can't Help Falling by Kira Isaac. Can't Help Falling was our December pick for Coffee Chapters and Christian YA Book Club. We already did our live show you guys can watch. I'll leave the link somewhere for you guys to watch that. It was a lot of fun. It was also really rabbit traily and we just kind of went off on a bunch of things. Usually I do try to do the review for the book before the live show, so better late than never. Christmas got really busy, so here is my review for Can't Help Falling by Kira Isaac. I first read Close to You by Kira Isaac, which is her Tolkien-themed contemporary Christian romance. It was one of my favorite books of 2016, so I was really excited to get Can't Help Falling, which is a C.S. Lewis-themed contemporary romance. This one, however, did not live up to the excitement that the first book had for me. So in this book, we follow Amelia, who is trying to run away from a terrible situation that she somewhat feels very guilty for in the States, and brings her to Oxford, England. In Oxford, she meets a rower, Peter Carlisle, who was injured on his way to his Olympic dreams and is trying to get back to his Olympic dreams. So Amelia is trying to reinvent herself, and Peter is trying to get back his dreams that he lost. So both of these two broken people meet and they find that they have a love for the Narnia series by C.S. Lewis. I really enjoyed the banter of kind of two nerds meeting. I really like it when you can meet and kind of quote the book with each other, bring up favorite parts with each other. So I really liked that aspect of the book. Kira Isaac's writing was on point again, just like it was in Close to You. I really enjoyed the setting and the writing, and you really got a feel for English culture, especially the Oxford versus Cambridge kind of rowing competition that they have against the two schools. You definitely caught on that as well. So it was really nice to read another book that really played well to the culture of the book setting. Though I really enjoyed the writing of Can't Help Falling, there was a couple of things in this one that were problematic. There was some lifestyle choices that kind of conflicted, where Melanie and I personally just felt a little conflicted with them. They didn't bother me as much as they bothered Melanie, but some people can really pull on those things that might bother them. So there's a couple of things in there that was a little conflicting. Biggest problem for me was that Peter acknowledged the fact that Amelia and him did not share the same faith, and that was very important to him to fall in love with somebody who did share his faith. And he did voice that to Amelia, but still continued to play Amelia on, and I just found that relationship kind of toxic and very unfortunate. It really bothers me when someone states that they cannot be with somebody that does not share their faith, but then still continues to play them along and kind of push them away. And I felt that's what Peter was doing, and I felt really bad for Amelia. Some of the other faith elements that kind of fell flat for me was the fact that Amelia was searching. She was searching for God, but she wasn't getting any solid answers from the Christians she met in her life. She was trying to ask, what was the big deal? Why do you guys believe? And the answers were just very, I don't know, I just do, or you just do when you understand. I didn't find those answers coherent. In fact, I found those answers actually to be quite silly. There needs to be solid answers for people who are searching. So I actually felt very bad for Amelia, how she wasn't getting any solid answers and wasn't getting any of the gospel message or what salvation actually was. They were just like, when you know, you know. And they were putting a lot of things on signs and kind of God putting people in their way. Like she met Peter and there was this sign with a teacup, and then she kind of like, okay, God, you're real. But there is nothing that was really drawing her to God, and I just felt like a lot of that really fell flat. And I was very disappointed, and I felt very sorry for Amelia, because in real life that would just be terrible for a person to be seeking and to want answers than just being told, you know when you know. Granted, there was emphasis on that people don't bring people to God, God brings people to him. And I did like that idea that God was kind of calling and leading Amelia. And Peter's mom even had a moment where she told Peter not to get in the way of God kind of bringing Amelia to him. So I did like a couple of those aspects. And Melanie and I talked about quite a bit of this in our live show. So if you don't mind spoilers, you can go ahead and check that out. Overall, like I said, the writing was fantastic. I would have liked a bit more C.S. Lewis things. I felt that that was very lacking. I felt that there wasn't enough brought in as much as there was in Can't Help Falling. And I think the difference is that with the Tolkien books and the C.S. Lewis books, the Tolkien books have a very solid movie and media franchise, whereas the Narnia books, unfortunately, have been hit and miss with some of their movie and media franchise. So you don't have a solid world or solid things to kind of pull from. You only have the book quotes and some of the other things. But I really think like they could have pulled some other stuff from Mere Christianity, from the Screwtape Letters, or The Great Divorce, or any of other C.S. Lewis's writings. I did like the fact that this romance did take a span of a year, and that there was time for people to really get to know each other, to build friendships, and you could really feel that passage of time as you read. So I did enjoy that it wasn't insta-lovey. It definitely had that pull and push feeling of, yes, I want you, no, I don't want you, I can't have you, but I still kind of want you, but I really can't have you. So unfortunately, there was that kind of toxic part of that relationship. It wasn't a complete bust though, guys. It was still a very fun book. I did really enjoy having a book set in Oxford. I, again, enjoyed a lot of the C.S. Lewis and some of the other movie elements that kind of got pulled into there with the Narnia theme. There is even a cat named Reepicheep, who was one of my favorite moments in the book. So there was a lot of laugh out loud moments, which I've definitely had in Close to You. So I still had all the laugh out loud moments that I wanted in Can't Help Falling. Initially, I gave the book a 3-star rating, but after kind of discussing it with Melanie and really thinking about some of the things that bothered me, I did push it down to about a 2.5 to 3-star rating. So it kind of sits at a 2.75 rating. It's not quite a 3-star. It's kind of hard to gauge because I liked it, but I didn't like some of the elements of it. So if you guys have read Can't Help Falling and you guys have some opinions of it as well, let's chat it up in the comments below if you have any questions or what you guys thought about how some of the stuff was executed in Can't Help Falling. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!